Alright, let me break down this wild story about Tony Romo and his very public sobriety test meltdown. First off, imagine treating a roadside field sobriety test like it's the NFL Combine. That's exactly what Tony Romo did, and honestly, it's both hilarious and oddly impressive. But let's dig deeper, because there's way more here than meets the eye. So here's the setup. Romo, a former Pro Bowl QB and current analyst, gets pulled over in Wisconsin after a golf tournament. He claims he had 0 drinks and immediately asks for a lawyer. Then things get spicy. When asked to step out of the car, he fires back, "Because I'm coming from a golf course, you think I'm drunk?" Classic Romo, defiant, cocky, and maybe a little too sure of himself. But here's the twist, this isn't just about drunk driving. It's about how a former athlete's identity clashes with the reality of aging and physical limitations. Let's talk about the moment everyone's laughing at, Romo stretching like he's prepping for a 40-yard dash before doing the sobriety test. Personally, I think this is where the story becomes fascinating. He's not just trying to pass the test, he's treating it like a performance. But why? Because that's who he is. He's a competitor. For 14 years, his life revolved around proving his physical and mental toughness. Now, at 43, he's still wired that way. But here's the thing, 2 back surgeries and a body beat up from football aren't exactly a blank slate for doing their walk the line test. What many people don't realize is that these tests are designed for people without chronic injuries. How fair is it to judge someone's sobriety when their body's already fighting them? And let's not gloss over the absurdity of the situation. The officer finds shooters in his car, probably energy drinks or something, and Romo's like, were they drank? Sick. The guy's trying to cling to his NFL persona so hard he's practically rewriting the narrative in real time. But here's the kicker, if he's telling the truth about not drinking, this becomes a story about bias. Did the cop assume guilt because of Romo's reputation? Because let's be real, field sobriety tests are notoriously subjective. A detail I find fascinating is how Romo's insistence on trying his best might have backfired. His over-the-top effort to perform could have made him look guiltier than he was. It's like he forgot he's not in a locker room anymore, he's in a parking garage with a cop who doesn't care about his legacy. Now, stepping back, this isn't just about Romo. It's a microcosm of how society treats athletes past their prime. We expect them to stay on forever, to remain disciplined, pristine, and above reproach. But the reality is, they are human. They age. They get hurt. They make mistakes. What this really suggests is that we're projecting our own ideas of greatness onto these people long after they've retired. Romo's stretching routine in that parking garage? That's him clinging to a version of himself that no longer exists. And honestly, it's both tragic and relatable. So where does this leave us? Romo's case is far from over, and the legal outcome might not even be the most interesting part. The bigger question is, how do we reconcile our admiration for athletes' past glory with their messy humanity? From my perspective, this incident humanizes Romo in a way his TV career never could. It's a reminder that even the most polished analysts were once just guys with a penchant for overcommitting to their sport, their image, and maybe even a bad decision after a rough day on the golf course. What do you think? Was Romo railroaded, or is this just karma for thinking he could out-athlete the law? Let me know in the comments, it's a rabbit hole worth diving into.